Welcome to mathematics class. In this video, I'll be solving some problems under indices. So the first problem that we have here, we're asked to solve to evaluate. We're asked to evaluate 4a squared, right? Then b6 cube, right? Then minus 2ac. When we're asked to evaluate when a equals to 2, b equals to 1 over 2, then and c is equals to 1 whole number 1 by 2, right? So this problem is actually very simple. What we are going to do in this case is that first thing we need to do is that we actually need to go direct and just substitute all the value here, right? So substituting all the value here, I'm going to have to be 4 into brackets. That's a is 2, that will be 2 squared, right? Then multiply b. What's our b? That's 1 over 2, right? Let me just put it inside bracket. Then open another bracket for c. As c in this case is what? Just know it is 2 multiply 1, which is what? Which is 2 plus 1, that's 3 over 2. I'm going to have this to be 3 by 2, right? Then minus 2 into brackets 2. Then open another bracket for c. That's 3 by 2. Right? So what I'm going to do now is that I will simplify further once again. So here I'm going to have 2 squared to be what? That's 4, right? I'm going to have this to be 4 into brackets 4. Then here I'm having 1 over 2. Let's just put it down. Then here also we're having 3 divided by 2, right? Then minus 2 multiplied by 2, that's actually 4. Then let me just put this inside into brackets. Then I'm having 3 over 2, right? That will be 4 into bracket 3 over 2. So let me go ahead and simplify more. So simplifying this more, I'm going to have this to be 4 multiplied by 4 is actually 16. Then 16 multiplied by 1, that's 16. Then divided by 2, I'm going to have this to be what? To be 8. Then 8 into bracket 3 divided by 2, right? Then minus, this is actually 4. 4 multiplied by 3 is 12 divided by 2, that's what? That's actually 6, right? So 2 goes in this, I'm having 4. 4 multiplied by 3, that's actually 12 minus 6, which is equal to 6. So 6 is the final answer, right? So now let's check expression 2. So the second expression that I'm having here, we are asked to simplify. We are asked to simplify. We are asked to simplify the expression which is given as s squared y cubed then plus xy cubed divided by what? Xy. This question is very simple. Since we just all what we have to do is just to simplify. So what I'm going to do here is that since I'm having single denominator here, I'll go ahead and separate so that I will have it as s squared y cubed divided by what? Xy, right? Then plus xy squared divided by what? Sy. Right? So after separating, what I'm going to do now is that here I'm going to just this will cancel one of these, right? Then this cancel one of this, or let me simply do it like this, right? Let me simply do this like this so that you guys will understand it very well. Here I'm going to have to go to be s squared, right? Times x is power minus 1. This is actually s is power minus 1, right? Then another one I'm having y cube here. I'm going to have to be multiply again by what? By y cube. Then multiply by what? By y raised to power what? Minus 1. Then plus this is actually x will cancel x, right? I'm only left with y squared, right? That's y squared. Then multiply what? This y raised to power what? Minus 1. Because here I'm having 1 all over. So bringing in, taking the inverse, we're going to have to be this. So now what I'm going to do is that if you know this actually x, they are of the same base, right? So here I'm going to have x multiplied by x, which means I can simply write this as what? As x to the power 2 minus 1, right? Then multiply by what? This is actually y raised to the power what? 3 minus 1. Instead of plus, then minus multiply by plus will actually give me minus, right? So what I'm going to have here is just plus. This is actually y raised to the power 2 minus 1 once again. So what I'm going to do now is that I'll go ahead and simplify more again. Here I'm going to have this to go x, then multiply what? Y raised to the power 3 minus 1 is actually y squared, right? Then plus y raised to the power 2 minus 1 is actually what? Y raised to the power 1. So now the final answer is going to be what? X y squared plus y, which is the final answer. That means we've simplified. Then if I want to go ahead and simplify further, I can simply factorize y, right? So factorizing y, I'm going to have y into bracket what? Xy plus 1. So that's just this simplification if I want to simplify further. So now let's go ahead and solve another expression I'm having here. Suppose you are given an expression, you are asked to simplify, right? Simplify. You are asked to simplify a squared minus into bracket 2a minus ab, right? Then close the bracket, you're having minus a into bracket 3b plus a. Go ahead and what and solve this video. It's very simple. Go ahead and solve this question rather. So what I'm going to have is that I'm going to have to be what? A squared, right? Then minus 2a minus ab. Then here I'm going to use this minus a to open the bracket. Here I'm going to have to be minus 3ab, right? Then this is minus a multiplied by this. That's what going to be what? Minus a squared. So opening this bracket on this side, I'm going to have it to be what? To be a squared, right? Then minus multiplied by this is what? Minus 2a. Minus multiplied by this is actually plus ab, right? Then minus 3ab, then minus a square. What I'm going to do is that if you guys notice this very well, I'm having ab here and 3ab here, and I'm having a square minus what 2a here, right? And I'm also having what minus a square here. If you look at this question very well, it's very simple. What I'm going to do is that minus a square, I'm going to pack them to one side. I'm going to have to what a square minus what a square, then minus 2a, right, plus ab minus what 3ab, right? So what I'm going to do now in this case is that this will cancel this, right? Then I'm left with minus 2a plus what plus ab minus 3ab. So if you look at this side, what can I factorize here? I can actually factorize ab since ab is common here, right? So here I'm going to have to what minus 2a plus, now even if I'm not going to factorize. I don't want to factorize. No, this AB minus 3AB. I can have it to be into bracket. That's actually minus 2AB. Instead of me factorizing it, I'm still going to have to what minus 2AB. So now what I'm going to do now in this case is that I'm going to go ahead and open the bracket. Opening bracket, I'm going to have to what minus 2A, right? Then minus 2AB. So what is the common factor here? The common factor here is actually minus 2A, right? So I go ahead and factorize minus 2A. I'm going to have it to be what? That's minus 2A, right, into bracket, minus 2a into bracket, right? So I'll have this one to be what 1 plus, now look at this, minus 2a, that's 1 plus b. So this is the final expression or final simplification to this what to this expression. So now suppose you are given another question, and this in this case we are going to evaluate. Actually, suppose you are given another question and the question is, you ask what to evaluate an expression of that's actually okay. Let me just say let me just put it like this so that it will make it something easier. It will be very easier. Let's say we are asked to simplify and evaluate an expression of a raised power 3 b squared, right? Then c raised power 4 divided by what ab c raised power what of minus 2. So I'm going to simplify, then you be the one to evaluate and drop your answer in the comment section below. So you are asked to now evaluate at what? At a equals to 3, b equals to what? 1 over 8, then you are having c to be equals to what? Minus 2. So let me go ahead and simplify for you. So what I'm going to do is that I will follow the same procedure I use here, which means I'm going to separate, right? So separating this case, I'm going to just say, I can just have 1 of a, we cancel 1 of a here, so that I'm going to have it as. So basically, I'm going to write this as this expression, right? I'm going to bring this down. That's a raised power 3, then multiply a raised power minus 1, since this one is what is at the denominator, then multiply by b, which is this one, then multiply by b raised power minus 1, since this one is what is 1. Then after that, I'm having series power 4 multiply by series power minus 2. So here I'm going to bring this is minus 2, coming to this side is going to turn to what? Plus 2, which is e. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to simplify this. This is going to be, since both of them are having the same base, I'm going to have it to be a raised power what of 3, right? Then minus 1. Multiply by b raised power 2 minus 1. Then multiply by c raised power 4 plus 2. The reason why all these are minus is because both the power here is actually was negative. That's why I'm taking them as minus 1. So in this case, I'm having the power to be 4, to be 2. That's 4 and 2. Then that's also is going to be what? Plus 2, since the 2 here is actually positive. So if I should simplify this expression further, I'm going to have to go a raised power of 2, then multiply by b, then multiply by what? C raised power what? Of 6. So this does it. I've simplified it for you. So what you guys need to do is that you are going to substitute all these value into this expression, right? So go ahead and try this, and please drop your answer in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, please kindly hit the subscription button and don't forget to click on the notification button so as to get notified whenever I drop a new video. Now let me just give you another assignment which I'm going to solve in my next video. Suppose you are given x squared root of y, right? Then multiply by what? Root of x, 3 root of what? Of y squared. divided by what? That's x raised to the power of 5, then y raised to the power of 3, raised to the power 1 over 2. So once you are given this and you have to simplify, this expression. So go ahead and simplify this. If you don't get the answer, do well to drop it in the comment box below. Then I will release a new video regarding on this question. So thanks for watching.